Hello, welcome to my August 4th video update. I mentioned 2 weeks ago in my July 20th update that I'd gotten these new olloclip lenses for my iPhone 7. Had them delivered to me in Florida when we were down there on vacation, and so I trashed all the boxing and everything, thinking that was going to be a problem. And so for the last 2 weeks or so, I've been trying to use them a lot so I can decide just when and where I would use them with my iPhone. I mean, I got the active lens set, as I said, which comes with a telephoto lens, a 2x telephoto, and a ultra wide, it's called. So it's like a 155 degree field of view. And I thought those would be very versatile and useful for me with the iPhone 7 Plus, as opposed to the other set, the core lens set, which comes with a super wide, which is only 120 field of view. Strange, I guess ultra is more than super. And then combined with that is a fisheye. So if you take that lens off of the first part of that lens off, the remaining part is a fisheye. I believe that's the way it works. And then the second lens is a macro lens, a 15x macro. And I didn't see the real use for that because macro is really not my thing, although it's kind of fun. I experimented with these lenses for for the last 2 weeks to see what I thought. And I'd even gotten an olloclip case for my iPhone 7 Plus because I couldn't use the clips with the case that I had on it. And I like to keep a case of my camera. So I went ahead and ordered that. And the case comes with a new clip that I guess is thinner, and so therefore will work because the case looks the same as mine, but obviously it's not exactly the same. And I can then use the olloclip lenses with a case on my phone, which makes me feel comfortable. The lenses are excellent quality. From what I can see, they're very well made, and they give a nice clear image. And from what I'm reading or seeing rather on YouTube reviews, they're better than the last generation that were for the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. So that's good. However, I started to question whether it was really practical because you can take the lenses off and reverse them so that they'll go over on the iPhone 7 Plus, which has a second telephoto lens, a separate lens, so that the olloclip lenses will go over that lens, and you can use the combination of the telephoto on the iPhone 7 Plus and the olloclip lens. I wasn't able to get this to work with the native camera app on the iPhone, but I use Pro Camera a lot. It's a third-party app. And in Pro Camera, you can select the lens you want to use, just as you can in the native camera app with an iPhone 7 Plus, but what didn't seem to be working. It didn't work right for me. I'm not convinced yet that this doesn't work, but I've got a question into olloclip now and asking them that. In the Pro Camera app, you can choose whether you want to use the wide lens, the normal lens, or whether you want to use the tele lens, or you want to use both of them. And so if you choose tele and put the lenses in the clips so that they're going over the telephoto lens on the iPhone 7 Plus, then you get actually, it's a 2x lens already, and the telephoto lens is a 2x lens, the olloclip lens. So you really get a 4x. And then if you double it, you get an 8x. So it really was kind of cool. It really does zoom in and make quite an extreme zoom. But I started questioning, basically I want to use it on the regular lens, and it's really not giving me any more than my phone does already with its second lens. I really wasn't happy with the field of view of the ultra wide. It just seemed a little bit too wide for me, so it didn't seem practical. So my dilemma was that I had thrown away all the boxing, and I had bought it through Amazon from olloclip, but I knew I could return things to Amazon very easily. Well, I didn't really want to return it. I wanted to exchange it. And so what I did was contact olloclip, and a nice guy named Ed got in touch with me, and we worked it all out, and he was willing to let me return the items that I had without the original packaging, and I got word that it actually arrived in Huntington Beach yesterday. So I'm looking forward to getting the new lens set and trying that out with the super wide and the macro and fisheye lenses, and see how that works. See if that's better for what I would use it for. I never really did any videoing with the lens. I can't have the lenses on even without the case and use it with my Zhong Smooth Q gimbal because it just doesn't balance right. So that's out. But I can still use things like my extender on for my Mevo iPhone holder and have the lenses on and still be able to use the features of the lenses. So that's kind of cool. So that is my story today. I do have a resource, Peter McKinnon, and it's apropos because Peter McKinnon, who's really a dynamite presenter, I mean, he's full of energy, a Canadian, and I'll put a link in the description to a recent video of his in which he talks about shooting on mobile devices. And so it dovetails nicely with the topic of today. So thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll see you at the beginning of next week. Have a nice weekend. Bye.